Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. It is Hunter. Today we're going to be unboxing, setting up, and doing a demo of the 2025 Headcase Harry. Alright, so I'm just going to show you guys his box here. This is what the front of his box looks like. He's a really awesome animatronic. He's just a simple animatronic, but he's so cool. So let's get right into the unboxing. Alright, so he does have a slide out tray. I have set this guy up before. He's such a cool animatronic, and I'm so excited to have him. So we're gonna have to pull out his tray here. All right, there we are. I'm gonna show you guys all of his parts and everything that he comes with. All right, so now I have the camera angle adjusted so you guys can see. So the first thing we have here is his instructions. Obviously, I helped you set up the animatronic. We have one of his leg foams here. We have all of his clothing, so shirt, pants, and hat and neck ruffle there. We have his adapter. We have another one of his leg pulls here. We have one of his arms. We have his other arm here. We have one of his hands. This is the hand with the knife. I always kind of thought it kind of looked like a butter knife a little bit. You can grab his shoes. I really like these shoes. They're blow molded plastic, and they have the little shoe cover things on the bottom just so they don't flop around in the wind or anything, and they're heavy duty. They're awesome. And I feel like we don't see purple shoes a whole lot, so I really like that. What I'm gonna do here is bit of a mess. All right, so I guess I'll pull out the pull out the mechanism here. So he just has a simple mechanism. His arm moves and his head moves side to side. Pretty simple, but he's creepy. So that's his mechanism there. Set that down. We have the other hand here with the candy in it. We have his like back shaping piece. We have his hip loop here. We have his head. Now, I'm sure some of you guys know that have watched my channel before that I had mentioned that his head did have severe ripping in the mouth. Like, there's been some that I've seen where the mouths are completely destroyed, like the whole mask is ripped off. Now, thankfully, this was my store display, and I got it. It's very well. There's no rips in the latex or anything, so I'm hoping to keep this in the best condition I possibly can. So I really like his face. We should have 4 leg pulls here, and then obviously last but not least, we have his base. So let's get to the overview. All right, so now I have all the parts laid out. Let's get to the overview. So the first thing we see here, we obviously have his pants. We have his back frame here. We should have 2 arms, 4 leg pulls, 2 shoes, his hand with the candy in it, his mechanism itself, his shirt here, his hips, obviously his head, his hat. We have his other hand with his knife in it. We have his base, his power adapter, and then his leg foams. That should be all the parts that are with your Headcase Harry animatronic. Alright, so now that we're done unboxing Headcase Harry and we got our overview done, let's start setting him up. So the first couple things you're going to need is you're going to need these 2 B poles, and those just get snap locked into the base, just like so. And then the second one here. Then we can actually go ahead and grab his shoes and slide those over. All right, so this is what your base should be looking like now. You have your 2 B poles on and now your shoes. Now you can go ahead and grab your 2 bent C poles, and you are going to want to go ahead and snap lock these 2 poles into place. Then you can go ahead and grab your leg foams for the legs. Now that we have the leg foams, we can go ahead and slide those over. Are sometimes like to be quite difficult. There's one. The second one here. Alright, so now that you have that done, you can go ahead and grab the pants. All right, so we got the pants here. There is no front and back, so it doesn't really matter what way you put the pants on. Um, I personally like to just reach my hand down one of the legs and then just pull it over and just make sure that those poles are still exposed, so then we can go ahead and grab the hips and connect them. All right, so we have the hips part D here, and these just snap lock into place, just like that. Then we can go ahead and pull the pants right up over. Obviously, we'll do some adjusting at the end of the video just to make sure everything looks good. But now that we have the hips in place, we can go ahead and grab the actual mechanism and attach that. All right, so we have the mechanism here. That just gets snap locked into place, just like so. Now we can actually go ahead and grab the shirt and slide that over top. All right, so now we have the shirt slid over top. We actually have a wire for the IR sensor, and that one just gets connected. There's only one other wire that looks like this. Those two just get connected just like so. So now we can actually go ahead and pull the shirt itself up just like this. I like to just do one of the Velcros up so it doesn't want to fall over. So we have one of the things Velcroed in the back. Now we can actually go ahead and start attaching the arms. The arms are pretty simple here. You just slide them up through the sleeve, just like so. And it's a little 4-cook connector that basically connects it to the animatronic itself, just like that. Then we can go ahead and do the other side. All right, so now we have both the arms attached. I do want to mention that I think I forgot to attach the back spine piece, so we're actually going to go ahead and do that right now. So the spine piece is part F here, so we're going to spin them around. And there's just a little 4-cook connector in his back here, and basically just slides into place like so. And then his clothes just go up around it like that. Again, just going to Velcro one of them just so the shirt doesn't keep wanting to fall down. But so far, he's coming together pretty good. He's not like a crazy tall animatronic, but he just looks awesome. So now that we have that done, we're going to go ahead and attach his hands. Hands are pretty easy. They also have a 4-cook connector. They just slide it into place just like that. And then there's a piece of Velcro on the sleeve just so the sleeves don't move up. Then we'll go ahead and do this side with the knife. And then slide the sleeve down, Velcro. So far, looking pretty good. I really do like the blood on his shirt. I think it looks awesome. So we're almost done here. Next step we can go ahead and do is we can actually connect the head. All right, so his head is just a simple 4-cook connector, just like everything else. And then what we can do is we can go ahead, spin him around here, open the back of his shirt again. He does have 3 wires coming out of his head, one for both motors for his mouth, and then another for the lights in his eyes. So there's a blue wire, there's a green and blue one, sorry, got them mixed up there. Then we also have that green one that I just mentioned. So we'll connect that one, and then the last one that we have coming from the head is a red wire. And that should be all the wiring that we do need to do, I believe. We are almost done. We can actually go ahead and we won't actually Velcro the whole shirt up yet because we still do need to attach the adapter. So let's go. I did notice that Headcase Harry's adapter is actually quite long, and I do like when they have long adapters. It is really nice. Make sure his volume's at a decent amount here. Hopefully it's not too loud. So we have the on, off, and then sensor try-me mode. We have the try-me port and a speaker port here, the volume control, and then the AC adapter port there. So now we can actually go ahead and fully Velcro up Headcase Harry's shirt here. It's really awesome. All right, we're going to give him a spin around here. So far, he is looking really good. Now we can actually go ahead and attach his neck ruffle and his hat. So his neck ruffle is just a simple one that just goes around the back of his head and Velcros together. And then for his hat here, it's just a Velcro strip, and there's just a piece of Velcro under it, and that can just Velcro on top of his head there. Doesn't really matter how it goes on. I try to get it on semi good, but sometimes it's not perfect. There we go. So basically, that is Headcase Harry there. I'm going to push him over a little bit just so I can talk about him. I really like the simplicity of him. I like the candy in his hand, just try to lure you over. Like I mentioned before, I love the blood splatter, and I mean the double head. We don't really see double-headed animatronics too often. I mean, we've seen two Scoops, and there's also one that's like a zombie animatronic called the Blood Brothers. They also have a double head, but he's really cool. I like how they just use three eyes, but the middle eye is his eye and his eye. So that's really awesome. So that's all for me. Let's get to the demo.
Did you know that every clown is mad?
Yes, indeed. Now come closer. It's our little trust experiment.
The best things in life usually come in pairs.
So take a candy and get the second one for free.
Twice the cuddles, suffocating tight.
Knives and throat in dead of night.
Candied joy, twisted and bright.
Then feel the sting and endless fright to satisfy our macabre delights.
I hope you guys enjoyed the unboxing. If you want to check out more videos like this, you can go to my YouTube channel. I have all kinds of animatronic unboxing, different reviews and stuff, and YouTube shorts, basically anything you might want to watch. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.